up, everybody? Let's talk about it. This is Greenleaf Season 4, Episode 9. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Everybody, let's talk about it. Now, y'all, I'm in a different location, so the lighting is bad. We're going to have to deal with it because this show is so good. I could not wait to get to talking about it, okay? It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. The video is late, but we here, so let's go ahead and get it popping. We start off with Connie, Judy, and Gigi, all on the same team. They're talking to Claire about the vote that's going to go on for the 50-50 of the church, right? And she's like, oh, we only have one vote left. And they're like, Connie's like, oh, it's my vote. But you know, you got my vote. You know. Gigi is looking like, I am so tired of you hoes. Then we have Lady Mae. Lady Mae calls Gigi and says James is going over to see Connie right now. And, you know, I don't think this is the best idea, but you know, James be saying stupid stuff, but okay. Theo comes into her office and he says that she needs to resign. And Gigi is like, what is you talking about? And he's like, you need to resign. I found out I have proof that you lied to the police. And if you don't step down by Sunday, you know, I'm going to give this information to the police. But you going to jail, he going to jail, everybody going to jail. Okay, so like you need to make up your mind and figure out what you're going to do. Carissa and Jacob getting ready for the date. First of all, why is Carissa never at work? Like, I need to know. I have all the questions and I need some answers. Carissa ain't never at work. So her and Jacob are getting ready for the day, and Jacob is going to Dante's sports bar, and she's like, did you tell him, you know, he lost both of y'all jobs? And he's like, yeah, something like that. Like, this girl ain't never happy. She stayed being evil. No, he was trying to help your ass out, but you be too busy being evil. She's asking him to ask his mother about the house. You know, he's like, it's rude. I'm not going to ask. Basically, if you want to know, you need to ask, okay? She wants the other siblings to maybe buy them out of their share of the house so that they can purchase the house because, you know, she's trying to get out their house so bad. After Jacob leaves out, Fernando calls her and she ignores the call. James is talking to Connie, basically the same speech he always gives about how they built the church. The church has always belonged to the Greenleafs. This is going to be a problem. You know it's not going to be 50-50, X, Y, and Z. And she's like, Connie's like, listen, you're just mad because everybody saw y'all works and saw that you ain't shit. And, you know, they don't want you to be a part of this no more. Like, y'all need to let it go. And he was like, oh, really? Let's talk about it then, sis. Would the people be on your side if they knew that you was out here taking bribes from H&H? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the check that deposited in your account on April 2nd, then deposited on your daughter's account, and she holding it for you after you the only one left standing. She was like, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Like, girl, bye. You know you had that money. You know he got you good. Judy is going to Corinne to print out the bylaws. Obviously, her and Corinne do not get along. We see this. Corinne is not here for her, and she says, listen, if I print them out, I'm going to lose my space getting them Amy Grant tickets. If y'all don't know, Amy Grant is a popular gospel singer. She had like a pop song on the radio when I was like a teenager, but she's always been like a CCM or, you know, a Christian music artist or whatever. So I thought that was kind of funny they threw that in. So Carissa asked Lady Mae about the house. Carissa ain't got no shame, ain't got no pride, child. I mean, I guess. And Lady Mae is like, girl, you are rude, you are ignorant, you are childish. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you had any sense, you would have figured out the house is equally divided between all the siblings. So Gigi goes to Charity and asks her what's going on. Like, she's like, I know you told him what's going on. And she lies and denies and says, oh, it's all your fault. And you did this all to yourself. And I don't know how he got the information in X, Y, and Z. Child, we know you told or whatever. And Gigi's like, I don't know why you mad. I don't know what you're upset about, what you think is my fault, girl. But, like, is it really worth blowing up somebody's whole life? And she's like, you shouldn't have lied. You brought all this on yourself. Now, when she leave out the room, we see Charity just crumble into, you know, a bag of bones. Like, girl, goodbye. You don't be worried about that when you out for self. So Judy comes in and she asks Phil about Charity and how's it going. And she just goes back and forth with him about, you know, him wanting to date a black woman. And maybe he feels like, you know, it's time for him to do that. And he was like, you guys are a lot alike. You're both daughters of powerful men that never felt like they get the recognition that they deserve. And, you know, and she's like, well, you know, we should go to dinner because if you want this beautiful black future. I was like, hold up, not too much, Judy. Now, you doing a lot, girl. Like, watch your mouth. So she, like, you know, I'm going to have to, like, basically gas my daddy up for her to be the associate pastor. So we should go out to dinner. And then he tells her, or then she says, well, what do you think in this big plan that you're going to be the one that daddy picks? Maybe he's going to pick Grace. And he's like, well, you know, I just have a feeling, you know. And she was like, oh, you got a feeling? He was like, yeah, you know, I just got a feeling. So Jacob goes to Dante's new I guess it's like a sports bar. And so Dante actually apologizes to him and tells him he was tripping. He was just trying to get used to Nikki being gone, and she was kind of looking out for him. But, you know, she gone now. He done moved on, and the place going to be filled up with girls. He talked about the money. He talked to his people. Basically, he is trying to get off the bench, and the coach said this will be a good way for him to do it. So he already got a check for Jacob. Jacob is excited. Now he got some money, you know, for the school. We don't even know if that money going to make it to the school, child, because, you know, they trying to get everything they can for this house because they raggedy and trifling, right? So we already know that he said that basically, you know, he's going to give the money, and he needs to have a press or conference or something like that with Carissa. He needs to get off the bench, and they thanked each other and went on about their business. Charity and Phil, they're discussing dinner. You know, he's like, I want to make sure all my bases are covered. She agrees, and she asks, does Judy know about Grace? And he's like, no, she don't know. She don't need to know. You know, basically, he don't want to put her on blast. He's just trying to get her to step down. And she's like, okay, well, if it's sushi, then I'll go. Have Grace and Sophia. They're calling AJ. Sophia's leaving this sad-ass, crybaby-ass message talking about I didn't do nothing, and you know what I'm saying? My mama could go to jail. She lied for you. You know, we need to find out what's going on. Come down here, tell the truth. Like, what's the tea? You know, you need to fix this. I ain't do nothing. Don't do this to me. He's still not answering the phone, right? Tells Grace that she's not going back to Hampton. She's going to stay. She's already 3 weeks into the 6-week program. She's just going to start when the semester starts. And she's like, if I didn't stay for this, then what would I stay for? So Sophia is back team Grace. So at least we won't have to deal with her attitude in that aspect, okay? So James tells Lady Mae, about what he did to Connie, and Lady Mae is not pleased, okay? She is very upset. She's like, this weapon that they have put out could come back on and hurt them, you know? And she talks about ungodly love, and he doing ungodly things because he said he's trying to get the church back. And she's like, you know, thank you for caring. I don't want to fight with you, you know what I'm saying? I love you. If it wasn't for you, like, I'll be out here, you know, tossed and driven in the world, child, but we don't need to fight. But, you know, this thing that you have done, this could possibly be our undoing. Basically saying what you put out in the world is what you're getting back. If people see that you're willing to do blackmail and all type of stuff like that, then they're going to retaliate a different type of way. I agree with her. Carissa comes to Gigi about her buying her and Jacob out of their share of the house. And although Gigi agrees with her, she does feel like it's rushed. She does feel like there's something else going on. You know, Gigi got a sixth sense. She just don't always lean into it. She always bumbly, stumbling onto something, right? But she tells her that, and then Carissa is all in her business talking about, you got that money, girl, where you got it from? Girl, mind your business, girl. Mind your business. And that was the nugget that they dropped, because Carissa gonna try to find out where she got that money from, and that's how the whole secret about the daddy gonna come out. They talk about how May is, and you know, Grace knows how May can be, so you know, in that aspect, her and Carissa kind of agree. Carissa just wants to get out of the house, and basically at this point, she willing to sell her soul to do it, y'all. Like, it just wasn't that serious. She said anything over $250,000 she will take, even though it's worth $1 million. Now you know that's bad. If you would give up on $750,000 so that you can move out of the house, child, I guess. Connie busts into Phil's office, and him and Judy is up in there, and she said they need to amend the motion. It need to be 60-40 because James knows about the money. And they're like, well, how does she know? And she was like, well, I assume it was Corinne. It can't be 50-50. And Judy is telling Phil, well, blackmail, what kind of people are these? And so she goes out to Corinne and she fires her on the spot. Tell Corinne, you fire, girl, pack your stuff up and go, okay? Then she goes to Grace and questions her about her father and, you know, what's going on. And Grace don't know. Grace doesn't know at this point what's happening. And Grace is like, I don't know what you're talking about. And, you know, Judy was like, I'm about to tell him. I said, oh, okay, don't worry about it. Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Nothing, girl. She slides out of there real quick. We heard Jacob comes home. Jacob comes home to candles. Good news. Carissa done, you know, pulled out some of that cheesy lingerie she got on. She done picked her hair out, honey. You know what I'm saying? And she ready to give up this old used puss to him. So she got good news, he got good news, and they freak each other down, which I didn't have to see. Y'all could have left that all out because I don't want to see neither one of them in the bed with each other. Nikki and Nazora are commiserating about the soft opening of the bar that she's not invited to, and Sophia is sitting over there, you know, like, well, maybe it was an oversight. Well, why would you think? Aren't you done with him? Girl, shut up. Girl, shut up, Sophia, okay? And Sophia gets gets up and leaves. She thinks they're going to stay, and the girls decide that they're going to show up to the party anyway. Charity and Judy and Phil, they are eating sushi, and, you know, they go back and forth about different things, but basically Judy is there to let Charity know that they used to mess around. And after a while, Charity is like, if y'all don't tell me what's up, I'm finna take this knife off this table and beat somebody ass. Like, I need to know what's the tea, what's going on. Gigi goes to her parents, and she's telling them what happened, and she tells them that she gonna step down, and, you know, what if they go to the police, and you don't know, and what the evidence, what's the evidence they have, and they just going back and forth with her, Lady Mae, and James, and she's like, and Lady Mae had some good points in that part, because she was like, listen, girl, basically he guilty, and you need to get up there and tell the truth, and just let the people decide what's going on, because you need to do what's best for your soul, and he needs to realize that his soul is real, and basically, like, y'all both need to tell the truth. Now, I agree with her on one stance, but ma'am, you still lying to your children about who your baby daddy is, girl. I mean, I'm just saying, May, you need to follow your own advice, which is absolutely gonna come back and bite you in the butt, right? But she's like, if he's innocent, I'm gonna stay and fight. If he's not innocent, then I will step down. But you need to tell your truth and let the people, you know, decide. She's like, don't step down, tell your story, tell about Phil, let the people decide. Now we at the party at the bar opening. We see Zora and Nikki, they're coming into the party, and who do they see with Dante but Sophia? So Dante has moved on with Sophia, and Sophia done found some nuts somewhere, okay? And so when Nikki confront her, she go back and forth. I'm like, Sophia, girl, you ain't gonna bust a grape. Girl, cut it, okay? Cut it, girl. You done went to Hampton for 3 weeks, and now you ready to fight? Sophia, cut it out. Something tell me that Sophia gonna get her face cracked by Dante, and then, you know, she gonna be back at square one. Sophia's kind of just floundering in the world. She don't know what she want to be. She don't believe in God no more. I feel like this is her journey to come back to faith. Maybe that's what it's gonna be. I don't know. Security takes Zora and Nikki out the party after they raise hell. Phil and Charity are leaving the restaurant, and Phil and Charity is upset. Obviously, she's pissed. She's like, I done blew up my whole life for you, and, you know, is this what you do? Go around town, you know, messing with the people that wherever you are at your church? And, you know, he gives her a key to his apartment. Oh, y'all, he is just gaming her. When you go in there, you're going to see that I had took a picture of you the day after I met you, and I printed it out, and you're going to see in my prayer journal, you know, the things I want to do for you or whatever. I would think that I was a mark if you took a picture of me as soon as you met me, and I don't even know you, and it's up in your house. I would think that that was a mark type situation, okay? But whatever. He tells her everything she want to hear, and Charity is just as dumb as can be, child. And they kiss, and he tell her he love her. No, I don't like you. I love you. And I was just like, oh my God, Charity is the dumbest, girl. You or Phil ain't gonna have no job at that church, girl. I mean, at the end of the day, because we seen in the preview, he's trying to get Lady Mae to preach at the church. He do not want you, Phil, and that just is what it is. And I hate for your feelings to get hurt, but that's what's about to happen. So Zora talks to Sophia the next morning, and Sophia is once again big and bad, and she don't care what they think about her and what they have to say. And Zora's like, listen, you need to care, because you ain't got no friends, and you ain't gonna get none acting like this, trying to take people man and shit, the people trying to be friends with. Well, I'm not trying to be your friend, and you know she don't need this. And she was like, girl, you was a hoe, and I'm glad you're leaving. And she was like, I'm not leaving, girl, I'm staying after all. So, like I said, Sophia, it don't never prosper. So I don't know. She gonna be looking dumb in a minute, okay? Carissa is upstairs again. Fernando is there, and Fernando is calling her, and she finally answers the phone, and he tells her that he has some news about a house. She was like, we didn't get that house. He was like, no, the other house, the house you might be living in one day. And she was like, oh, what you talking about? Now this just tell you that Carissa is greedy. You got all this money from Dante for your school. You got money for your house from Gigi. So why are you still worried about this Lady Mae in them house? Because you want to be Lady Mae, girl. You would never be Lady Mae. You could never on your best day. Okay, you are greedy. It's going to be the downfall of Carissa. That's definitely going to be the downfall of her, because she's got it all now and you still want more, girl. Cannot. Judy sees Phil and her petty is on full. She was like, oh my God, I thought she knew what happened between us already. And he was like, I put out that fire that you tried to start. Okay, you tried it. And she was like, good, because we're going to need her help. I read the bylaws, and the bylaws say that the eldest Greenleaf that works in the church will have the deciding vote if there's a tie. And so now that Jacob is gone, Charity is the eldest Greenleaf, working in the church, right? And so keep her on your good side because we're gonna need her vote. Really, that didn't make no sense at that time when they put that scene there because because Grace hadn't stepped down yet, so she was really the eldest Greenleaf, but whatever. So they gonna need her vote. So we're gonna see if Charity gonna turn her back on her entire family to go with Phil, who ain't gonna be the pastor. He ain't gonna be the pastor. And he's like, a vote for what? And she's like, oh, that's for me to know and for you to find out. We see we're at church, Charity singing, everybody getting it popping. You know, Grace getting ready to preach her sermon. And as she begins to preach her sermon, AJ walks in, and everybody's like, well, not everybody. He looked like he was looking for the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? He walk in and he see her, and it kind of throws Grace off. And, you know, Lady May is like, girl, don't do this. Girl, don't do this. Like, do what we said. Don't do this. But she does, and she says, just effective immediately, this is the last Sunday I will be preaching here. I'm stepping down as the pastor. So everybody's shocked. You know, Lady May is just like, bitch, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. So it was a great episode. We have one more episode this season. I'm excited about it. This has been a fantastic season. And they have written the hell out of it. I'm so mad it's only 10 episodes. I don't even think it's a mid-season. I don't think it's coming back until next season. I don't know. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about it in the comments. I will holler at y'all next time. Peace.